Hey, Raj from UCL Careers here. If you're in the process of planning your graduate job hunt and thinking about what you might need to be doing and when over the coming year, then this video is for you. I'm going to be helping you navigate your way through the many glossy brochures vying for your attention and to consolidate the things you need to be thinking of in 3 easy practical steps. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to get a better understanding of the mix between graduate schemes and graduate roles in the sectors you're interested in, because the two of these operate on quite different timelines, and that's going to influence your planning. Now, while virtually every sector has graduate roles, i.e. roles that graduates can apply for and get into, not all are going to have graduate schemes. So what's a grad scheme, I hear you ask? Well, these are structured programs that have a rotational element up front. Maybe for a period of between 12-24 months, you're going to be moved between different divisions in order to help you learn what works best for you and in order for the company to learn how you work best in different environments. These are more typically provided by larger organizations, although there are exceptions, and they mainly recruit between September and January for a start the following autumn. Here are some specific examples of websites where you can find these graduate schemes. We're looking at Prospects here, which tries to glean as wide a range of graduate schemes as possible, but it's never going to have perfect coverage. No website ever will. And we've also got Grad here, which focuses on STEM-related subjects: science, technology, engineering, mathematics. And we're also looking at a Wellcome Trust example here, which typically won't necessarily feature on these wider aggregating websites. So it's also important to look at individual organization websites if you're interested potentially in seeing if they have a graduate scheme. A graduate role is simply a role open to graduates, and you can find these all over. Now, typically you're going to be looking to apply to these perhaps 3 months from when you're able to start this position. Number 2 is following on directly from the first one, and it's planning your individual timeline for the coming year. And there's going to be a number of factors that influence this, and it's going to be different for everyone. It will depend on whether you have a job, your academic deadlines, what modules you've chosen, whether you have caring responsibilities, and of course what sectors you're interested in applying to as well. So generally for graduate schemes, perhaps between August and October, you want to be thinking about making this plan. You want to be thinking about understanding what you want to apply to and why. You want to know when applications open, roughly what the application process is, and when you want to have submitted your application by. So from around September to January, you want to start making your applications, focusing absolutely on quality rather than quantity. Maybe around the October to January period, we're going to be looking at the middle period recruitment stages, so those following successful initial applications. And these middle period recruitment stages are going to include things like psychometric tests, phone and video interviews as well. November and March is when the typical later recruitment stages take place, and in this I'm including assessment centres and interviews. Typically you should know by about February or March at the very latest if you've been able to secure a graduate scheme you've applied to. For graduate roles, arguably, you've got a wider window, so between August and January you can be making that plan and getting relevant exposure and contacts to bolster your chances of getting those graduate roles. What does that mean? I mean speaking to people who are already active in the organisation you may wish to apply for, or at least a general area. And you can use the UCL alumni network to reach out to people who have made that transition. Having that contact and being able to reference it in applications makes your application so much more compelling. So with these timelines side by side, you can absolutely see that it's workable to do both simultaneously. Even if you secure a graduate scheme offer by January, by February, you can still be applying to other graduate schemes and graduate roles. There is nothing wrong with having more than one offer and being able to make a choice. So number 3 is knowing the numbers. Looking through these glossy brochures, it's easy to believe that the vast majority of graduate opportunities are via graduate schemes. Please know that perhaps only 10 to 15% of UCL graduates will go on to a graduate scheme. It is a minority pursuit, and the majority of UCL graduates will go on to do a graduate role. So what am I saying? I'm saying do apply for graduate schemes that appeal to you, but see them as part of a far broader spectrum of ways of launching your graduate career. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope you're feeling more in control of your graduate career planning. Please know that UCL Careers Help exists beyond just this medium. If you want more pointers, head to UCL Careers website and come and visit us in person by booking a careers appointment. Come and talk to us, we will listen. Lastly, I'm really excited about a video I'm currently working on behind the scenes. It's going to come out in a few weeks' time, and it's going to be a video featuring your careers questions and me answering them directly. Please email careers.marketing@ucl.ac.uk from your UCL email address. Those are the ones I'm going to prioritize, but you can also leave your questions in the comments section down below. Lastly, hit subscribe and hit the bell icon to not miss out on this content.